Chapter 11. Bumplash was curled up in her nest. She heard Ravenwood walk into the den and she looked up. The kit padded over to her. "What?" she asked him. "I'm bored," he complained. Okay. "Can you play with me?" he asked. "Fine," Bumplash muttered. She stretched and then got out of her nest. The two of them left the den. "What do you want to do?" she asked him. Ravenwood didn't answer. He turned and pounced on her. Bumplash stifled a purr. She batted his ear. Ravenwood squeaked with amusement, and Bumplash jumped up. She tripped him up, and Ravenwood batted at her. Bumplash heard an amused purr and turned. She spotted Shrewpool. They were watching them. Bumplash attacked his twitching tail. Shrewpool pawed her. Bumplash climbed onto his back, and Shrewpool shook her off. Ravenwood ran over. Shrewpool purred, and they walked off. Oh my God! Why is that he? Bumplash spotted Hollytail talking to Boss Poppy. She ran over to her. Hollytail looked at her. "Hello, Bumplash," she greeted her. Bumplash nuzzled against her mother. Hollytail purred. Bumplash climbed into her back and she curled up and fell asleep. Bumplash was eating a mouse. She saw Hollytail talking with Freshwater, Goldon sharing a bowl with Shrewflight, and Poppy reinforced the camp walls. Grayberry's watching Darklight and Ravenwood, and Boss Poppy was talking to Grassspring. Bumplash finished her mouse. She pricked her ears. She picked up a conversation. "Grassspring, be honest. Who's the father of your kids?" Boss Poppy asked. "It's Shrewflight," Grassspring insisted. "Really? Who else's kids could they be?" "We both know they could be mine," Boss Poppy growled. "I'm sorry, what?" "Well, yeah, but they're definitely Shrewflight's. I believe you, but Shrewflight doesn't even know you cheated." Boss Poppy got up and walked away. What the? Why? Why would Grassspring do that to Shrewflight? Bumplash, you're too innocent. Chapter 12. Oaksky spotted Sootpaw. He was limping as usual. Sootpaw turned. "Hello, Oaksky," he growled. Oaksky sheathed his claws. He was about to attack him when Apple appeared. Conveniently, as always. "You two, enough," she snapped. Oaksky turned. Sootpaw flicked his ear and Apple went on. "You two need to stop. It's the beginning of Deadbud, and all you two seem to care about is fighting. Sootpaw, haven't you learned anything? Oaksky already ruined your leg." Oaksky winced at the side glance she gave him. "Oaksky, you need to stop attacking others. The peace needs to be kept." She pointedly turned and left. Oaksky for once listened to his urge to run after her. He caught up with her. "What?" She turned and looked at him. I'm sorry, Apple," he spluttered. Apple's gaze softened. "Okay, I know you're not trying to be a foxflaw, but honestly, you need to be calmer." She put her tail along his shoulders. Oaksky stepped back. Why does this thing pop up? Sorry. Oaksky stepped back. Apple looked at him. She turned around and walked away. Oaksky watched his friend go. "Friend?" "Yes. Apple's my friend." Oaksky was hunting a mole. She pounced and caught it. "He! Why do I keep having to correct myself? I know my gender." "Do you, though?" Oaksky picked up the bowl. "He ate it." A snowflake landed on his nose, and he sneezed. Apple appeared again. I need to figure out a better way to say she just walked in. "Have you ever seen snow before?" she asked. Her brown tabby felt flecked by the falling flakes. "Once, when I was a kid," he answered. Apple nodded. Then Fur walked by with a mouse. He spotted Apple. "He still has a flail," he called. Apple turned and nodded. He must have said it was cold. "Good observations, Kills Buddy." Fur turned and noticed Oaksky. His whiskers "Treves como compañeras," he stated before walking off. Apple shrugged. "No clue what he just said." Oaksky stifled a purr of music. "I know," he responded. Apple patted over to him. Oaksky took a step back. Apple sat down where she was under the tree. He heard a purr rumbling in her throat. Oaksky stared at her. She met his gaze. Oaksky stretched. He had just finished a good hunt, and he heard a branch crack and turned. Sootpaw was stalking a mouse, but the mouse heard him and had turned and shot off. Oaksky ran after it and killed it. He walked back over to Sootpaw and dropped it at his paws. "I believe this was your catch?" He turned and walked off. He could feel Oaksky's gaze burning into him, and as he headed back to his tree.